2:17 a.m. The house is dead silent. No hum from the fridge, no white noise, nothing, just rain hammering the windows like gravel. You reach for your power station, press the button. The screen lights up and for 1 second you feel it. Relief. Then you see the number, 11%. Your phone's half charged, the weather alert is still active. And somewhere downstairs the sump pump just stopped running. Here's the part almost nobody prepares for. It's not that your power station failed. It's that you were about to make the exact same mistake almost every owner makes. And most people don't find out until it's too late to fix. There are 6 of these mistakes. Statistically, if you own a power station right now, you're already making at least 2 of them without knowing it. Let's find out which ones. A power station can store electricity. It cannot create it. Once it's empty, the most expensive unit on the market becomes a very heavy paperweight. And outages never wait for a convenient moment. Full battery, everything unplugged, perfect weather. They hit after the unit's been sitting in a closet for 3 months. After your last camping trip drained it, and you forgot to recharge. After you just assumed it was fine. Mistake 1, plugging in everything like it's a wall outlet. Lights, TV, coffee maker, microwave, fridge, phones, maybe even a space heater. It feels normal because the outlets look identical to the ones in your walls. But your home is wired into a massive grid. Your power station is not. It's a fixed reserve, and every device you plug in takes a bite out of it. A single high-draw appliance can burn through hours of stored power in minutes flat. That's the gap between I feel prepared at midnight and I'm at 0 before sunrise. So, before an outage ever happens, decide what that battery is actually protecting. Not comfort, not normal life, communication, basic light, medical equipment. Refrigeration when it matters, nothing else. And here's the detail most people skip entirely. They never actually measure what each device pulls. They guess based on size or label. The moment you know real numbers, instead of assumptions, that battery percentage stops being a mystery and starts being a plan. Mistake 2, and this one's sneaky, trusting the runtime estimate on the screen like it's a guarantee. You plug in the fridge, it says 9 hours left, you relax. Then, the compressor kicks in, someone plugs in a phone, the battery's colder than usual, and that number quietly shifts under you. It was never a promise, it was a snapshot, and false confidence is exactly how people burn the power they needed most, 2 hours before they needed it. Think of the battery like water in an emergency. You wouldn't open every faucet just because the tank looks full. You'd ration. Run the fridge in intervals, doors shut tight in between. Use one focused light, not the whole room. Charge phones one at a time, not all at once. And whatever you do, don't use electricity to make heat. Preserve body heat instead. Layers, blankets, one closed room. Heating appliances are where most power plants quietly collapse because turning electricity into heat is one of the most expensive things you can ask a battery to do. Now here's mistake 3. The one sitting at the center of this entire problem. Nobody thinks about recharging until the outage is already happening, and by then it's too late to plan. The wall's dead, the sun's buried under storm clouds, your car's low on gas, roads are blocked, a generator might not even be legal where you live. Recharging just stopped being a detail. It became the emergency. This is the exact moment people discover their solar setup only works under conditions they don't currently have. Panels behind a window, cables missing. Connector doesn't match. The one balcony that gets sun is shaded by the storm that caused the blackout in the first place. Solar helps, but only if it's the right gear set up the right way, before you need it. And that's actually what I want to show you next because I put together the exact backup charging kit that solves this. What actually works when the wall and the sun both fail you. It's pinned in the comments below if you want to grab it before the next outage, not during one. Mistake 4. Storing the unit and forgetting it exists. Batteries bleed charge slowly, even sitting untouched. Some units sip power just staying on standby. Temperature plays a role too, and because the screen stays dark until you press it, everything looks fine, right up until it isn't. That's the brutal part. There's no time to fix a 23% battery once the storm warning's already out. So put it on a routine. Same day, every month, check the level, test the outlets. Keep the cables with the unit, not in a drawer somewhere else. Recharge before travel, before storm season, before anything that raises your odds of a blackout. Mistake 5. Temperature extremes quietly wreck performance. Cold garage, capacity drops. Excessive heat. Battery health takes damage. If it lives in your car year-round, it's facing worse conditions than it ever did in your living room. The unit you tested on a comfortable afternoon will not behave the same way at 2 a.m. in a January blackout. Keep it somewhere stable and dry. Move it only when you actually need it. And mistake 6, the one that undoes everything else. Building your entire plan around one single device. Even a reliable power station can fail, run dry, or be needed in 2 rooms at once. Someone's running medical equipment upstairs while someone else needs light downstairs. You may need to leave the house without being able to take the whole system with you. The fix isn't a bigger battery, it's redundancy at the point of need. Flashlights for lights, small power banks for phones, a non-electric way to get information, food and water that don't depend on refrigeration. Every job you take off the main battery is time added back onto the jobs that actually need it. Now go back to 2:17 a.m. Rain still hitting the windows, fridge still silent. Sump pump still a concern, except this time the station's fully charged because you checked it before the storm rolled in. You know exactly what the pump draws, no wasted lights, phones charging one at a time, fridge staying shut, one small light doing the job of the whole room. And your backup charging is already sitting there, ready for daylight. The battery percentage isn't a countdown to panic anymore. It's just a number you understand. So, out of those 6, which one's already true for you right now? Running everything at once, trusting the runtime estimate, no backup charging plan, or a battery you haven't checked in months? Drop it in the comments. And if this changed how you think about backup power, hit like and subscribe. More of this coming. No doomsday nonsense, just what actually works.